So you're trying to install your new 15 tooth front sprocket and it doesn't fit. If you're using the standard sprocket cover, the holes won't line up. You won't be able to get this down far enough to get the bolts back in. I'll show you exactly what's going on and why it doesn't fit, and I'll show you how to fix it. Also, at the end of this video, a little tip if you're changing your sprockets that you won't want to miss out on. The problem, this ridge here, which I've already trimmed off up here, that pencil line there is where that ridge would be. If I put on the 13 tooth sprocket, plenty of room between the chain and that ridge. 14 tooth, just inside the top of the chain, just sits in that center groove of the chain. Now with the 15 tooth, there's no chance. There is actually still room between the chain and the cover itself, so all you have to do is trim that ridge out. This is the height that that ridge was, and I've just used a Stanley knife to cut out part of it. Could use a Dremel or something as well to grind it down a bit. You only have to take a couple of mil out of it, like maybe half of it, and it will fit fine. With just a little bit of trimming of that ridge, the chain now turns without rubbing on the sprocket cover. If you're changing your sprocket a bit, the washer that holds that sprocket on, consider swapping it out for these Dirt Tricks washers. Now they look pretty similar. This one's a little bit larger, but the difference is actually in the thickness and the springiness of them. Dirt Tricks washer on the right is ever so slightly taller than the standard washer on the left. And what that does, pushes harder up against that sprocket and pushes in on the O-ring in behind it. I've spoken in a previous video about how there was a leak. We thought it was the seal, but it turned out to be that washer. Link up here to that video. The issue with the standard washer is if you change the sprocket a lot, then you're continually squeezing and loosening that washer and it loses its springiness. And eventually, even though that bolt is done up tight, the washer will actually spin because it's lost all its springiness. Then it's not pushing against that washer, lets the oil leak out. The Dirt Tricks washer has a little bit more springiness in it. It's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit taller, pushes up against it a lot tighter. So if you're changing your sprockets a lot, I would suggest change out that washer. I hope that's been of use. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.